You may have missed the Bitcoin pump, but altcoin season is about to come here. Because on today's video, I'm going to be showing you all the signals that are right now flashing in the market that are indicating that an altcoin season is about to come and that this is most certainly going to be the biggest altcoin season we have ever seen in history. I will also give you guys 3 coins that I believe have a lot of potential with limited downside. And I will also, of course, explain about why I think this is going to be the biggest altcoin season we have ever seen in history. So without any further ado, guys, this is a new video on Altcoin Rover. Subscribe to the channel and let me get straight away in towards the content. So altcoin season is next because I know how this game works. Right now, we've seen Bitcoin exploding, and as liquidity is entering the market and as Bitcoin is going up again, we can clearly see altcoins are still lagging behind of Bitcoin. I mean, most of them, some are already exploding, but this is how it always goes in the market. Right now, retail is going to be entering back in towards the market. They're going to think, oh, Bitcoin already broke its all-time high. Let me start to step in towards the Ethereum or any of these other cryptos that are going very fast right now. So this is what is going to be happening next year. And let me also quickly explain about why I do believe this is going to be the biggest altcoin season we've ever had in history. Due to the fact that BlackRock and these other ETF issuers are right now in the market, it is attracting so much more capital in towards the ecosystem. And as more liquidity gets sucked in towards crypto, altcoins also have higher potential to grow. And maybe even more important, within 3 months from now on, we're going to get an Ethereum ETF, which is going to attract a lot of liquidity in towards the Ethereum ecosystem. And like we know, a lot of altcoins are built on the Ethereum ecosystem. And that is why I think that these ETF flows are going to cause an even bigger altcoin season to be happening in 2024, because of course you need to know when to be exiting altcoins, and basically how you make an exit strategy is to look about what kind of a market cap could be a top for a certain altcoin, but with more money flowing in towards the ecosystem and with Bitcoin growing even higher, the potential for altcoins are also far greater. And since more and more regulation is expected in the coming 2 to 3 years, especially also due to the spot ETFs, I believe that this is maybe going to be the last altcoin season that you've got to make life-changing wealth. So you need to right now prepare accordingly. But let me also quickly explain about why an altcoin season is right now happening. Because yeah, you can say, Rover, you're just showing me a chart of a path to the altcoin season, but do you have any evidence? And yes, guys, I've got clear amounts of evidence that an altcoin season is about to start from history. Because like we know, always, historically speaking, once Bitcoin breaks its all-time high, within 2 to 4 weeks, the big altcoin season tends to start here. And basically, after Bitcoin breaks its all-time high, the following week, altcoins are already starting to rapidly increasing value. And like you know, if you've been following my main channel or have been following the news in general, Bitcoin indeed has been forming a new all-time high. And due to that, we could right now also say Bitcoin broke its all-time high. So this could be the start of the next big altcoin season, because also in 2020, the moment Bitcoin broke its all-time high, just weeks after, we saw the first big increasement in altcoins, and then the massive altcoin season happened. So right now I am expecting something similar. Maybe in the coming week or 2 weeks we could still see some strength in Bitcoin, but after that the altcoin season is getting started, and that is why you need to right now prepare accordingly in the right altcoins. And later in this video, make sure to stick around. I will be discussing what altcoins I am currently extremely bullish on, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, because in the future I will even upload more videos where I will dedicate the videos just purely talking about altcoins, which I believe have a lot of potential. So if you want to be buying any of these altcoins, currently the exchange with the most amount of altcoins listed is Bybit. But let me also quickly explain about why you should get a Bybit account right now. Because if we're right now looking at Binance, they only have listed 373 coins, while in fact Bybit has listed more than 400 coins. Because Binance is right now facing some issues with the regulation, I think that you should get a Bybit account, because Bybit lists these new altcoins very quickly. Like for example with WIF, Bybit already listed it, and after that it still did a 10x. And with Binance, they listed it once it did that 10x and while they're sitting at an all-time high. So if you want to be benefiting from these new coins launching and you want to be buying them as soon as possible, get an account on Bybit. And guys, if you register an account using that link below of today's video, you will also get a deposit bonus worth over $30,000. So now you know where you can buy altcoins once altcoin season starts. But the question also really remains, what is a good time to be buying these altcoins? And I believe that in this upcoming Bitcoin bull run, we're going to have a new standard where Bitcoin sees a lot of 20% corrections in the upcoming bull run. And usually once Bitcoin bottoms, altcoins also tend to bottom, and that is also the point where altcoin season could get started. And once Bitcoin is going to consolidate sideways, that is the point where altcoins benefit the most from. And of course, if Bitcoin moves upwards, altcoins usually go even faster towards the upside. So you should keep your eyes wide open on Bitcoin. And if we were to be getting a 20% correction on the Bitcoin price, it would potentially also indicate a very good opportunity for you to step into altcoins. And of course, if I'm right now looking at the altcoin Fibonacci chart compared to the Bitcoin Fibonacci chart, Bitcoin already hit a new all-time high, while altcoins are about 50% recovered. And just like I explained many times before, altcoins will hit a new all-time high a little bit later, but once they do, they go even more exponential. And as we are right now earlier in the altcoin cycle, the opportunity, of course, is still quite a lot. I mean, yeah, if you were around in that big bear market, you would have already been up like 1.6x at least, and the potential from here on is even more significant towards the upside. So I believe that you're still quite early to altcoins, not the earliest you could have been, but you are still quite early to altcoins, and the gains are still very big. But of course, you also need to know what altcoins to buy. So to know that, of course, you have to do your own research, but I can give you 3 altcoins which I believe have very low risk with significant upside. I've already talked very highly about them. And to be identifying these altcoins, you potentially could go to CoinGecko, go to a sector which you believe in. It may be meme coins, it may be layer 1s, it may be layer 2s, it may be decentralized finance, or whatever. So usually what happens that in altcoin season, you see certain narratives explode very hard. And one of the leading narratives have been AI, and that is why I will still hold on towards my Fetch AI. It has actually increased over 15% yet again today. It is up massively after already going up over, what is it, like 200% in the last month here. I have been holding Fetch AI ever since 70 cents. I bought it in the beginning of this rally towards the upside, and I will continue to hold it. I am not looking to sell it at all. And honestly, the AI narrative is going to be extremely big in the upcoming bull run. And just like I explained, the potential that you can calculate is by market cap. And I believe that as more money is going to be flowing in, and as we saw in like the top 20 coins had all like a 50 to 80 billion dollars in market cap in the last cycle, I think we could go to an approximately 100 billion, and that would still mean a 50x from here on. That will be quite an insane target, but let's say I'm going to be conservative, it would still be a 30x from of this point. So while you may be still thinking I am too late, it's already a P50 coin, I believe that sometimes it's better to go with a safe bet where you are a little bit more convinced it's actually going to be performing good here. So I am holding quite a lot of Fetch AI. It is sitting around P50. It has that P20 potential, and I still think it could easily go to 50 to even 100 billion US dollars in market cap. So 50x from here on is my target actually for Fetch AI. And of course, along the way up, I will take some profits off the table. Then of course, number 2, I talked about this in my AI video as well. I'm just very bullish on the AI narrative. It's been once again going up 12% today here. BitTensor, it is absolutely bullish. Make sure to check my video, top 5 AI coins that I believe will be exploding in 2024, because in that video, I exactly explained about why BitTensor still has a 10 to 20 to even 30x potential from here on. And I still believe we're quite early. And once this altcoin season comes, these coins with a lot of potential is where most likely the money is going to be flowing first, and then we're going to start to see these random altcoins explode without any utility. So this is what I am expecting is going to be happening in the market. But if you've been following the channel, you do know that I'm extremely bullish on Cospa, because Cospa is a competitor to Solana, to Ethereum, and what we have seen in every single bull cycle yet so far is that layer 1s or layer 2s tend to do extremely well. I mean, I must say in the last 7 days, in the last month, it's been extremely bad performing. But if we're looking at the last 3 months to a year, and I've been holding Cospa for over and approximately 4 months right now, it has been performing extremely well. And honestly, I think the next leg is about to get started, and it's only sitting around $3.5 billion in market cap. It may once again sound like a lot, but with altcoin season around the corner, with more liquidity flowing in towards the market, targets of an approximately $100 billion in market cap is very realistic in the Bitcoin bull run, which we are right now at the beginning at. So, and honestly, a 30x from here on sounds ridiculous, but is really potentially happening. So these are my top 3 altcoins I discussed for this video. If you want to be seeing more altcoin content, subscribe to the channel, guys, because I try to be uploading every single day on this channel. And since I also got a second channel called Crypto Rover, I try to upload in this channel every single day because I do believe there's a lot of money to make with altcoins. So please subscribe to the channel. I would highly appreciate that. Slap up that like button to show some appreciation. And I'll see you guys back again soon on another update video here on this channel. Peace out. Goodbye.